And I'm using a 5/16 socket here. Now that I've removed those 4 bolts, I'll remove the base. There's 3 bolts up here that I'm gonna have to remove from the blower motor. And now that I've removed my last bolt from the blower motor, there was a rubber stop right here. I just took my screwdriver and I just pushed on that rubber and pushed it through. And now my motor has dropped free so I can have access to this thing. And that little black seat does pop through there as well. And so that's through now. So I can choose to either, and I'm gonna connect this after. To install on mine, you can see this part that angles way up, so it spins all the way around here. It's flat, but then you'll see it comes straight up here. On mine, that's the part that's in towards the vehicle. So I'll have to put that in straight up. Just the added thickness of my floor mat was actually getting in the way of putting this back up and in, so I took my floor mat out. Now that I have this partially in, I'll pull that rubber stopper so I get that up and through this hole. I'll make sure that this is towards the front, and I'll slide this blower motor up and into place and screw that in. I push this through, and then these actually on this one, the wires slide in and out considerably easier. Now I have the motor put in place. There's the 3 screws that hold it in, one here, one up here, and one over here. So I've tightened those down. Don't tighten it too tight, it's all held in by plastic so you don't crack or break anything. Push this through, just to make sure and it's together. I'll start it up, make sure it's working before I put everything back together, just in case something's faulty so I don't have to undo everything. Now that the car is on, I'll turn the blower motor on. So that's working. Here's the stuff from up in my dash. Now that I know it's working, I'll test all the speeds. So this is good, so I'll turn it off and I'll screw everything back in. Next, I'm putting my cover back on. I wanted to make sure that you knew that there's a little lip right here. Make sure you get that little lip put on, and that will make the rest of the cover go on easily. I was putting the rest of it on over here and then trying to mess with that lip, and then that was causing some issues. So put that little lip there, you can see it right there. Get that piece on before you get the rest of it on. I did have some issues with this last bolt right here. It's really close up to the side. I used vice grips just to get it started. Once I had it most of the way on, then I just finished tightening it up with my socket. After all of my bolts are in place, I'll put my glove box back in. So I'm starting here. I'm going to put the end piece in. I'll get this behind there and I'll pull this one forward. Push that back down. So now that's there. Now that my tabs are in place, my glove box is in. I can put my stuff in there, turn it on, and I'm good to go.